Hey there, friendlies. Welcome to another episode of my fabulous YouTube channel. Today, this is my buddy Serge. We used to work together like a long time ago.
Yeah, 15
or
20 years ago.
Something like that. Anyways, we're here. He's got an axe to rehandle. It's a nice size. Look at that. Here's the original handle. It's a little chewed up, which you can't see because of the focus, but that's okay. And he's elected to shorten it up a little bit. I think it's still gonna be good. It's I've still got goo gone all over my hands. There we go. I think it's gonna be good.
I think I'm gonna like it anyway.
Yeah. So first thing we're gonna do is wipe off my
Wash
freaking
your
hands.
hands.
Paper towel over there.
Yeah.
Two-pronged, as I always do. Those of you who've been watching for a while know that I don't do the vinegar bath anymore. I just go straight to the wire wheel. I find that it gives a nicer patina. Are we going to try to get rid of that paint, or does it matter?
We could try, since it's pretty beat up.
Okay. The other prong of the attack is to get the goo gone off, and then, as I always do, get the varnish off. The thing is, the varnish is put on these for transport. If you leave the varnish on, you get a crack in the varnish, moisture gets in, it's bad news for your handle. So, do you have yellow at home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the rule of thumb. Every day for a week, every week for a month, every month for a year, and then just once per season. That's when you BLO it. So, stick around. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so we're going to start with the head. We're going to put it in the vise. So we're going to stick it in and give it an old polish up with a wire brush. So here we go. We're going to put it in, I guess, this way to start with. No, let's put it in this way to start with. And then we're going to put our masks on.
Safety first.
Safety first. And then, so look, I'll do one pass and then you do the next one.
Sure.
Let's get this out of the way.
I'll see it the way you do it.
Before I want to go any further, I just want to say I'm not pushing very hard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm letting the wire
Do the work.
do the work, and because if you push too hard, you're just going to be working this down to nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the direction that this thing spins in decides how you come at the edge, right? I'm coming at it like this because of the way it's spinning. It's not going to catch the edge.
Mm-hmm.
If I come at it this way, it's going to catch the edge and it's going to kick. So just light. Hold on. Light passes. So you want to try some?
Sure.
Okay. It's actually looking pretty good. Let's turn the bench, because there's a light there and there's a light there, and it's hard to see.
No, absolutely.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, it's looking a lot better than the other side.
I don't know if it's showing up in focus because I forgot to flip the screen around. But yeah, it's already looking much, much better. Yeah, we're going to move the workbench just to improve the lighting on the workplace here. So if you grab that side. So there's the before side. You see how different it is just after one minor pass, and we haven't done up here at all yet. So it's sort of getting that gleam. This is going to be beautiful. I'm loving it already. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to move this that's not the way I want to say that, but we're going to change it to a horizontal position just to make it easier to see what we're doing, and that way to access the entire surface of the axe head.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions. Is we're going to use the grinder for the entire thing,
Yeah,
right?
whole thing. And we're going to put it this way because right here is where the this slope, this sort of swoop down to the bottom of the beard starts. So if we go to where that's not happening, we can get a much tighter grip.
And meanwhile, like for this, are we going to use still the grinder to get rid of that?
I have a cutting wheel if you want to do that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be better.
Like,
because I don't know if you touched it here, but it's really.
you want to get that off.
Yeah, yeah. It's,
So we have two options for that: a cutting wheel and a grinding wheel. But yeah, we'll get that off. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We're not using pressure, so the fact that we're only gripping here, I'm not worried about it. You know, bailing on us. I'm not worried about it flipping on us. Personally, I think it might be nice if there are just some touches of red in there, just sort of as a mark of history. But that's a personal taste thing.
Right.
If you don't want it, then we'll just keep grinding until it's all out. But that'll be a lot of work. So you guys saw that little shoot of sparks there. That happens sometimes when you come at an edge from the wrong angle, and like some of the wires catch and fly off. It's surprising, but it's not like you don't have to be afraid of it or anything. It's just the tool and the axe head telling you to come at a different angle. I personally hate it when that happens because I'm a nervous guy.
Yeah, same here.
But you know, if you keep doing it, you're reducing your English wire brush in size because it's just wearing off. These things wear off anyway. This is an expendable piece of the tool. Right there?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, so it got caught on that jagged edge right there, and that's off my shadow. And that's what happened. Okay, so what we're going to do about the mushrooming is I've unplugged it, so don't worry. We're going to take off the wire brush, we're going to put on a cutting wheel, and we're just going to, we're not going to cut, if this is the axe, we're not going to come at it like this. We're going to just sort of come at it from an angle. Of course, it's black and my shirt's black. Smart one, Jess. You know? That's how I get rid of mushrooming. I just, because what it does is it grinds it down. It's an awkward angle.
Yeah.
Because this is the only angle grinder I've ever had, I don't know if they all use the same mechanism or not. But I think that having to use two different tools, depending on the attachment,
It's backwards.
it's crazy making.
Yeah.
How much do you want to get it off? You want to smooth it all the way over, or are you good?
Yeah, I think it might be try to smooth it a little bit more.
Okay. I'm not going to turn it on. So I guess I'm going to move it up a little bit. Okay?
Yeah, because I'm afraid to nick the wood.
Oh, like I just did before.
Yeah.
With the wire brush before, I took a nice chunk out of my oak. Great. Okay, so we've just quickly set up my practical no-name. That's not nice. It's Ryobi. My cheap belt sander. Just because we've gotten the mushrooming off. Serge did most of the work, but I did some because I love doing it. We got the mushrooming down, but that's left a lot of marks. So we're just gonna, and smooth it over a little bit. Okay guys, so here we go. It's looking good. It's about where we're going to have it for this. Did all the sides.
It's looking awesome.
Yeah. We're going to do the whole thing. So now we're going to do the helve.
To try to remove it, but by razor blade? Never done that.
Yeah, I used to use Super de Capa. Okay, first we got to get that razor blade out of there. See this broken up razor blade?
Yeah.
Got to get that out somehow. Just push down on it, right?
Yeah. Wait. Let's see which side.
Man,
Yeah, it's
my
definitely that
phone.
side.
I'm silencing this because it just keeps.
This one seems to have a lot of gunk into it, also.
Alternate plan.
Plan B.
All right, folkies. What we have here is an alternate plan situation. What we're gonna do, if I can find my alternate plan equipment, is use a Mora knife. Okay, I'll get down so you can see me. Take the knife, hold it in two hands, and just scrape. Just use it as a cabinet scraper.
Oh, yeah.
See? It all comes off. We'll come at it with like just some sandpaper at the very end.
At the end, yeah. That's what I figured.
Just to sort of smooth it off to the final smoothing.
And what grit are you going to use? Like 120, 240?
I don't think I would go much higher than 240 because you don't want it to be too smooth, right? Like if you touch any of those axes over there, they've all got a little roughness to them because
well, I guess
you gotta
kinda,
hold these things.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to slide out of your hands.
Serge is finishing it up with some 80 grit sandpaper. Want to show it?
Sure.
Right there. Just getting the last of the varnish off. We did most of it with the knife. One thing I want to say about using a knife as a scraper is that you really have to sharpen it up after, because this knife is not as sharp as it was about 15 minutes ago.
Oh, it's done.
It's done. We're sanded, scraped. We're sanded. So next thing is we're gonna, put this on there. Issue, because Serge went for a shorter handle. We need to take off. Oh, let's get some light. We need to take this down, probably about.
What, an inch?
Not even, like that much. Probably about that much right there. Of course, you can't see it. Hold on. About to there. So that's what we're going to do. We're probably going to start with some draw knife work and see where we get. Now the key here is to maintain. I'm not doing this as energetically as I usually would because what I don't want to do is start digging into here.
Yeah.
Like I did just there. So I'm trying to be real ginger here. We're getting very close at this point. It's just we need to have the room in case something goes wrong, If all goes well. That's not really enough space. We need to bring it down a bit. What we're gonna do today is just get everything ready to start putting the head on, and then we'll come back and have another night because he got family, I got family.
It's life.
Huh?
It's life.
It's life.
Right there. So I'm putting the file right next to it.
So we're calling it a day for today. We've got the helve down to the point where we can start hanging the head on it. It's almost perfect. Anything else we can correct as we do the usual head hanging.
Yeah, otherwise if you take off too much, it's not fantastic.
Yeah, putting more on is kind of impossible.
Yeah.
So now it's brew time. What we're having is Babar. It is a honey strong beer on lees by Les Brasseurs RJ Incorporated, which is here in Montreal. 8.5% alcohol. That's like almost Unibrew.
Yeah, almost.
Let's hope they didn't overdo it, okay?
Yeah, let's hope so.
And it's 750 ml, so we're sharing one.
Yeah. It's practically a wine bottle.
Yeah, it is a wine bottle.
Yeah.
It's even got a cork.
Yeah. It's like champagne, but for beer.
Champagne.
Champagne. I was expecting a lot more.
So was I, but I was holding on to it for dear life. I always have this image of like popping a champagne cork off my forehead or something. Whoop, that's got some head on it.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
That's yours.
I'm not good at pouring beer.
Oh, you should have told me. I would have done it.
Are you good at pouring beer? Oh,
yeah.
my land, look at that.
Look
Look at
it's
that.
ridiculous. What have you done? Look at that. Look how much there is. Look at that.
This one's even worse. Yeah, he's better at the beer pouring than I am.
It's all a question of angles.
Yeah, I can never get the angles right. I also was not good in geometry though, so.
Let's start with that anyway.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. I taste the honey.
Yeah, you sure do. But it's not overpowering.
No.
It's not like having a mead or something.
No.
So we're just gonna have some beer.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so painful. It's okay. It's okay. Oh. And let's close the vise, shall we? So, thanks for hanging out with us. Next episode in this series will be hanging the head, putting in the wedge, and putting the oil on it. So, as I always like to say, if you like what I'm doing here, well, actually, if you like what we're doing here, then please get the conversation started down below. Aside from that, please share the video. It helps me massively. If you are not subscribed, then please subscribe. If you are subscribed, then hit that little bell and leave me a smiley thumb. If you don't like what I'm doing, leave me a frowny thumb. Thanks for watching, guys.